Linux server. Right. Let me start the server. So, till yesterday we have seen certain commands, right? మీకు ఇది కొంచెం కొత్తగా ఉండొచ్చు. మీకు తర్వాత ఈ క్లాసెస్ చెప్తాను. Don't worry. Okay. So here what we are going to do is in this one, the Linux is an operating system, and where we are going, we have used certain commands. Okay, practice is ever. Right. So today I will show you that user management. Okay. Nice. So user management is, as I said, users will be like the dollar prompt representing user mode, hash prompt representing the root or admin mode. So when you are working in a dollar prompt and the dollar prompt lo work chesetappudu, you people are going to be having only limitations. You can't install new software. Come on. We are going to be changing the class to Upper Jayega to please at this point. Right. So just after the class, I'll talk to you people. Sure. Right. Now here the Linux, the user mode. So what is user mode is? User mode is where you are having the limitations. Limitations in the sense like you are not allowed to be install the third-party vendor softwares. Right? You're not allowed to be installing any third-party vendor softwares, and you're not allowed to be create the new users or deleting the existing users. These are limitations. But when you are working in an hash prompt, that means you are into admin mode or the root prompt, root user. So you are having the complete control on the operating system. Okay, you are having complete control on the operating system. So in that one, you can able to install the third-party vendor softwares. Third-party vendor softwares in the sense, you can install the Java, you can install the Python, you can install PHP, you can install anything. So right? You are having the complete control on it. The next one is you can able to create the new users. You can delete the existing users. You can give the permissions to the users. Like this one, he can do anything. He's an admin of the root user. That is the difference between the dollar prompt and the hash prompt. So here, user management, which is involving like you are creating and managing the user account, set up the user account, set up the user permissions here, and set up and configure the user access control. Suppose now you people are the users, and this is the Linux server. You people have been connected to this. Okay, through the SSH tool, you people have been connected to this one with your username and password. You connected and you start working on it. But suppose now user 1 is created the files, user 2 can't access that files. Unless and until user 1 is given the permission to user 2, then only can access. Like your Google Drive is. Can I access your Google Drive? No. Will you access my Google Drive? No. Unless and until if I am giving the permission to you to access my Google Drive information, then only you can access. Otherwise, you can't. Right? Likewise, I can't access your Google Drive. Correct or not? Right. I can't access your Google Drive. Unless and until if you are giving, then only I can access. Similarly, here also, access permissions also we can able to be provided. Because in the real time when you're working on board of the project, not every file will be accessed by you. If you are working in a team also, you will be having the read access. But you can't edit that file. Suppose now you people are working in a project. Suppose now you are the user 1. You are working on, you have written some certain code or certain script you have written. And the other user 2 can access your file. But he can't make change. Because that ownership of that file will be to the user 1. Vice versa, user 2 files also user 1 can't access, and user 1 is not allowed to make any changes in the code. Like that, permissions, if you want to give it, yes, we can go with the user management, user administration, we can go with it. Let's see this one here, guys. Users and the groups are used to control the access to the files and the resources. So I was told you that. So we have, see how we are going to be checking who am I, which user I have been logged in, root user, hash prompt, right? I'm working in an hash prompt. In that case, what I'm going to do is here, getting into this classroom, what is CD and datamap, change directory. Okay. So ls space -l, this is a file. These are the files I have created. Whenever I have created this file, these are your default file permissions will be provided. Okay. Now, if you can check it out here, these are your, whenever your file has been created, these are your file permissions. These are your default file permissions will be provided. Okay, guys, these are your default file permissions. Default file permissions, right? And this is your user. This is the primary group. User or owner of the file. And this one is primary or private group. Primary or private group. So in this one, this file can be accessed by only this user and this group. And this primary group is consisting of only one user only. That means only one. Secondary group, any number of users we can add it, like your WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group, any number of users we can add it, right? But in primary group, only one user. Just like suppose now your family is your primary group. In that one, you are the member in that family group, right? Suppose your friend is not belongs to your family. He can't be added into your family, right? So that is why you are the one only to be get into that primary group or private group. So that is the difference. We'll see that one in the groups also. I'll show you. So here, when we are working with this one, users log into the system by providing the username and password, correct? So every file on the system is owned by the user and associated with the group. That is what? So every file is created this user and its associated group, primary group. Every process has an owner and a group affiliation can only access the resources its owner and the group can access, correct? So when we are creating this one, so this user as well as this group users only can access that data to file. Others can't access. Users cannot read, write, or execute each other files without a permission. Just now I was told you. Okay. Next one, types of users we are having: the system user or the super user or the root user or admin user. He is having the complete control on the Linux operating system. So here, if you can see, he is an admin user. He is having complete control. He can create the users, deleting the existing users. He can install the softwares, whatnot. Anything he can do that. Next one, system users. System users is whenever you are installing any software, third-party software, any application software you are installed. Suppose if I am installing the Apache software, Apache user will be get created. Yesterday I have created. Yesterday we have installed Apache, correct? So Apache user will be automatically created in the backend. So where we can see the list of users, what is the command? Users ni chudaniki command enti? What is that command? Cat etc password. Now see guys here. Yesterday we have installed Apache software. So Apache software, when we have installed, here if you can see, Apache user is created. See, it is showing you that yes bin and no login. Clearly mentioned that you are not allowed to be logged in. These are your system users. You can able to be logged in as a root user when we are having the shell bin and bash. If you know the username and password, yes, you can log in. But here this yes bin and no login, if it is there, you are not allowed to be logged in. Why you are not allowed to be logged in? Because those are your system users. You are not allowed to be logged in. But you can allow to be logged in when you are having this username and password. If you know the username and password of the EC2 user, if you know the username and password of the root user, yes, you can log in. If suppose now if I'm creating the user with your name, yes, you can log in. If you know the password. Clear guys? So then here, if you can check it out, here system users are these things. Next one, normal user. Normal users are the users created by the root user. Suppose now I am the root user. If I'm creating the users with your name, you people are considered as a normal users. Okay. So you are having the permissions. That means the files which you are created, you people are having an access. Others are not having any access permission. Okay, this. So in any Linux flavor or any Linux distribution, how many Linux distributions are there? Name any three of, tell me. Debian, Power Linux, Red Hat, and all. Right. So in real time, mostly we are using Red Hat and Ubuntu. So here in any Linux flavor, user information will be etc password. Okay, user information will be located in this file location etc password, and etc shadow, the encrypted password information is available under this etc shadow, and etc group information. Okay, so now we'll see whenever a user is created, these four things will be happening here. Whenever we are creating a user, these four things will be happening. What are they? So first, a home directory will be get created. Under this file location, under the home, with the same username, a directory will be get created. And a mailbox will be get created in the file location where school and mail. Okay, in this file location, a mailbox will be get created, and unique user ID and the group ID are given to the users. And with the same username, a private group or the primary group also created in the etc group. Yeah. So this is how it works, guys. etc group location. Now let's see that one, how we are going to be creating the users here. So it's a very simple commands here: user add username or add user options you can able to use it. So let me show you that how I am going to be creating the users. Suppose user add, I'm going to be creating the user, new user. Suppose now here I'm creating the user Vivek. Now the four things should be happened under the home directory with the same username. a directory should be get created, correct? So I'm getting into the home directory and ls list of files in the directory C. Vivek directory is created. That means this first thing is happened. The next one is into this file location where spool and mail. A mailbox should be get created. CD where spool and mail. What is CD? Okay. So here, if you can see, Vivek created, mailbox is created. Next one, group is also get created. Okay. With the same username, a group is also created. Where we are getting that group information. See, yes. Easy. So cat etc. With the same username, a group is also created. The next one, cat etc password, user information. Now see guys here, user is created. Got it? Now see guys here. Now see here, user is created. This is your user ID and this is your group ID. And here, this is home directory under this home and Vivek, and this is your shell. Now this user ID and password. So first one, this is your username, and yes, this is your shadowed password, protected shadow password. It is located in the etc shadow. I will show you. Next one, user ID. These begins with 1,000 and incremented by 1 each newly added user. 1,000 and 1,001. 1,001 only start open. It starts from 1,001. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, like that one. That is the default one. So what is happening with the below 1,000? Below 1,000 are the registered users, system users. Below 1,000, these are system users. Now, if you can check it out here, below 1,000, we are having, right? 81, 32, 99, 14, 12, like this one. So these are all your below 1,000 users. That means those are registered users. So we are not allowed to be logged in. That is why it is clearly mentioned that SBIN no login. You are not allowed to be logged into this system users. But these things you can log in. If you know the bin and bash, yes. If you have the bin and bash shell, if you know the username and password of that user, yes, you can log it. Okay. So below 1,000 and that. Next one, this is user ID and the group ID. Mostly whatever the user ID is there, group ID is also the same. The next one, home directory. This is your home directory under the home with the same username. That means Vivek user I have created. The same Vivek directory is also created under this. Next, default shell. This is your default shell here. Bin and bash. We have the different types of shells. So when we are discussing the shell scripting, I will explain that. What are the different types of shells are available? The next one, in real time, what happens? This is the user ID. It is created by default. But in an organization, the organization is following the different pattern. Organization is following the different pattern. Pattern in the sense, different employee IDs they'll be following. They'll be not following with 1,001. They'll be following some other number. Some 2501, otherwise 3501 or 3001, like that one. The different pattern they'll be following. In that case, it should be customized. So what your organization is following, based on that pattern, it has to be customized. So how we can able to do that one is, we are having the different options are available. Using these options, from which your company, which is following the different employee IDs, you can give that employee ID numbers. How can do that? So -U means user ID. Options are there. -G, secondary group ID. -g, primary group ID. -D, home directory. -C, comment. -S is shell. Now see, if I want to start my username, so user add -U. Now here, your company, which is following the different employee IDs, you can give that one -C and comment -S, bin and bash, and username. Let's see that one. Suppose now, if I am creating the user add -U. Suppose now my office is starting from employee ID is 1501. C HRM -S, bin and bash, And here I'm going to be creating the user with the name of Ethan. Okay. Ethan. So already created now. So I will be creating 1502. User ID is created. Now user create. Now let's see that one. First, we need to be checking the home directory. With the name of Ethan, directory is created. Correct? Ethan directory created in the home directory. The next one, we need to be check cd where school mail. Mailbox is created with the name of Ethan. Okay. The next one, cat etc password. Now see guys here, Ethan 1502 HRM. Right, customized user ID I can create it, right? I've created. Clear is like this one, you can able to be customized user ID. Fine. Now how we can able to be set the password? So here cat etc shadow pipeline symbol. When you are executing the two Linux commands in the same line, you have to be use this pipeline. Now cat etc shadow is one Linux command, and here I'm going to be using the pipeline symbol. Now here I'm going to be using grep. Which user? Vivek and user. Now see guys here, there is no username. Also, username is there, but password is not set. Now I'm going to set the password now. How to set the password? Simple. Password. Give the Vivek name. That's it. It is asking the password. You can give any name. Set the password. Okay, password is set. Now if we can check it out. See, this is your encrypted password. Earlier, this password is not there, but once I have set the password, this encrypted password is automatically created by the Linux operating system. Now, if you want to log in to the user Vivek, so how you are going to be logged in here? Open the new duplicate session. Okay, open the new duplicate session, and here you are going to be logged in. su-Vivek. Got it? Now here we have su-Vivek recorded. Got it, guys? The next one, who am I? Vivek user. So now I want to check that where we are. What is the home directory of your Vivek? So how to check the path? PWD under the home Vivek, and he can create the directories here. See, he can create the files also, right? Suppose now here, if he want to create the file cats greater than symbol. Now here, DB file working with banking domain. Some content I have written, Control-D to save it. I can create the file, right? I have created the file here. ls space -l. Now see, it is giving Vivek, and this is a private directory. That means only Vivek can able to be creating the files in this directory because it is a private group. Only Vivek can able to be access it. Clear is? Suppose this classroom is for the DevOps only. If Java people can able to be come and sit in the DevOps classroom, no, they are not allowed. Only DevOps registered students only can able to be listen to the class in this DevOps classroom. Correct, guys? So likewise here, if suppose now here I am into the home and Vivek user, right? Suppose now if I am getting back to this one, and here we have the EC2-user is there, right? Get into this EC2-user. Permission is denied. You can't get into the other user directory also. You can't access. You're not having the permission. You can create the files only in your directory. Because you are working in a user mode. See, $prompt. But here we are working in an hash prompt, root prompt. You can access any drive. See, suppose now here I'm working in a root prompt, right? If I want to get into home EC2-user, I can get into it. If I want to get into Vivek directory, yes, I can do. I can access. Because root user is having the complete permission. Clearest. Okay. Come back to this one here. The password is set. This is how we can able to be logged in. And after that, now to display the password status information, if you want to see password -capital S, give the username. Suppose now password -capital S Vivek. Now see guys here, this PS stands for password set. When the user has been created, 2025-07-04. Today we have created, correct? At what time it is created, and here this is your minimum age of your password. In Linux, the index will be starts from 0. Okay. Next one, this is maximum age of your password to be getting expired, and this is the warning message. Before 7 days, your message is means your password is going to be getting expired. It is going to be displayed that. And -1 is nothing but inactivity period. I'll tell you here one example. Suppose now you all people are using the banking domain applications, right? Online banking, yes. Online banking, every 90 days, it is giving you the prompt that to change the root password for your security. Most of the time, what we will do? Suppose now your password is going to be getting expired. So 15 days before, it is giving a prompt when you are logged in into the Linux operating system. So what happens there? It is providing you that, it is giving you the prompt that, so please change your password. But what we will do? अगले बार देख लेंगे उसके skip कर लेके login हो जाते. Most of the time we'll do that. At some point of time, your password is expired. Login नहीं हो सकते. You have to be logged in into, genuine password, and it is going to be asking you the security questions whether you are a valid user or not. पूछता है ना security questions. After that, there is a process to get into logged in into your profile. बाद में you are going to be reset your root password. So how they are going to be set it in the database? They are going to be set like this, and even in the DB scripts also we can able to write it. Now here, how we can able to do this one? I'm going to be use this one password -d. Every time I'm giving the password. So if the user fed up that, why I have to be give every time the password? Just I'm giving the username, it has to be logged in. ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं. But that is not safety. If suppose now your colleague, your friend know the username, he can log in, I can do anything, no? So we can't trust, we can't share your password anywhere. Not only banking password, even when you are working in an organization, you should not share your password to your colleague. Password share could. Because don't know, with your username and password, he can log in and he can do anything. Relevant code might be deleted. Tell you. कुछ भी बोल नहीं सकते ना. So it is possible. That is why just always you should not change any password, and you share your password. Next one. So this is -d. So we are having an option, but this is not safety. Removing the password. The next one, if we want that user to be change that password immediately. So in the banking, it is giving an option, but here it is not giving an option. You have to be the user has to be changed the password, then only he can log in. If you want to do like that one, you can use this -e option. Now see, now password -e Vivek. Okay, expiring the password. Now if you can check it out, it is changed. No, it is giving that today we have created the user, but it is showing you now 1970-0101, 55 years back. That means 99,999 days will be get completed now. If you can calculate it. Okay. Now you have to be, if you are trying to be logged in to the Vivek user now, it is asking you to be insisting the user to be change the password. See, su-Vivek. See, you are required to change your password immediately. It is enforcing. User has to be change the password. यहाँ पे skip करने का option नहीं रहता, like in your banking applications. But here you need to be changed. So it is asking you whether you are a valid user. Vivek user code happy hai. So you should know the current password. So then you have to be give the current password. Now it is asking you to be change the password. Okay. Now see, who am I? Password is changed. Now I can check it out here. Password is changed. Got it? The next one here, I'm going to be change the password. Minimum days if I want to change. Minimum days here. Now it is 0. It is right now. Password -n. If I make it for 90 days. Now see guys. Minimum 90 days. After that, the password has to be changed. Next, password warning period. Now here 7 days. Here we have 7 days, right? Warning message. So it is going to be prompt to you, giving the warning that your password is going to be getting expired 15 days before. It is going to be giving you the prompt. See, clear guys. You can change like this one. Clear? Any doubts till this part? समझ में आया? एक बार practice करे तो आ जाएगा. ठीक है? Right, yes. The next one here, deleting the user. If you want to delete any user, del username, simply you can able to be delete that. But this is not completely deleting that user from the server. Suppose now if I'm using the user del username, if I'm deleting this one, what happened? It is deleting from the cat etc password only. But user information is still there in home VAST pool and mailbox will be there. Okay, so some information will be already there in the Linux server. Suppose now if Vivek has been left the organization, he's having some good opportunity, he's leaving the office. So operations manager is coming and giving that. So remove that user. Remove that access permission of the user from all the servers, proxy servers. So if your infra team, server team, if they are using this user del username, it is deleted only part of the access permission from the user. Vivek has been deleted from the service, but not completely. So if Vivek is having some, Vivek might wants to do some damage, he can access from outside because his user information is still there in the server. He can access and access the sensitive information, and he can do anything. So to deleting that user completely from the user, from the server, what we have to do, we need to be use this -r option. That means its information will be completely deleted. User will be deleted from the home directory. VATS full mailbox will be get deleted from the etc password is deleted. Group information also deleted. Okay, let's see this one here. If suppose now here I'm going to be delete user del -r. See, user is currently used by the process here. Now यहाँ पे logged in हो गया ना? That is why it is giving. So we have to be close this session. Now if you are giving this one, it is deleted. Now check it out here guys into the home directory. There is no Vivek directory. Okay. The next one, cd var spool and mail. Check it out. There is no mailbox Vivek, right? The next one, cat etc password. There is no Vivek user. Next, cat etc group. There is no group. That means the Vivek user is completely deleted. Clear this. The next one, if suppose now get into this home directory, I'm going to be set the password to the okay, I've set the password. Suppose now with the username, I can take the duplicate session. And here Who am I? Ethan user. I have been logged in. PWD home and E. Okay. Now I can log in here, right? Now suppose if I want to lock that user, he's not going to be allowed to be logged in. Suppose now user mode hyphen capital L. So before this, I'll do this. Cat etc shadow grep ETH. Now see guys here. Password is set. Now user mode hyphen capital L Ethan. Ethan is locked. Now if we try to be logged in, he can't log in now. SU hyphen Ethan. Authentication failure. Because we have locked the account. Account will lock chesam ikkada. See guys, how we can able to check this one? Cat etc shadow grep. Now see, earlier there is no exclamation mark, but here after locking the Ethan user, here it is exclamation mark is there. Observe it. The exclamation mark, the password is, that means this is showing you that the user is locked. Clear guys? User is locked. Now unlock the account, capital U you have to use it. Okay. So suppose now if I want to unlock this account, user mode hyphen capital U ETH. Now see, there is no exclamation mark now. Chale gaya. Now you are allowed to be logged in. SU hyphen Ethan. Got it? Who am I? Like this one, you can able to be lock your account and unlock your account also. Okay. So this is how we can able to be creating the users in this one. So now what you have to do is you can create any number of users in this one. And this user, how to be give the sudo permissions. Sudo means super user group. In classrooms, you know that one, right? School days, you might be heard about this class monitor. కొంచెం పెంచు మసిల్ సఫోకేటింగ్ ఉంది ఎందుకంటే తగ్గిపోయి 3 లో పెడితే ఓకే ఏసీ ఎందుకు వేయలేదు వాళ్ళ మీరు క్లాస్ లో రాగానే ఏసీ వేయమని చెప్పండి వాళ్ళకి. So here in this one, what happened? School monitor. School monitor is in your any class teacher. Your class teacher is absent on that particular day. He will be controlling the class, right? He will be controlling the class. Likewise, suppose now you are the team. So server admin or a system admin is working with the multiple teams. एक ही टीम से काम नहीं करता ना, वो multiple teams से काम करता है. So what happens in that case? Suppose now, if 10 teams are there, for 10 teams, I am the server admin. Let us assume. So every 10-15 minutes, one of the other team people will be coming and asking, "Sir, install this software, configure this software. This software is not accessing." Multiple problems they are coming and explain to. I can't attend all the team members at a time. Everybody says that ours is the priority. So suppose some small things are there, like your installation of your software, configuration of the software. So every time I can't be available to all the teams. So in that case, what happened? He's taking one of, suppose now you have 5 members are there. So out of 5 members here, I'll be taking one person who is having more control, that is more knowledge of the Linux operating system. I'm selecting him and giving him the sudo permissions. So that if any other team members, if they are asking, sir, we want to be installing the Java and the Python and configure that. So you people are no need to be come to the server admin. You just mention, you just asking to that person, and that person is going to be installed that. He's having that permission. So that sudo permissions will be given by the root admin. Likewise, we can able to be giving the pseudo permissions to those particular users. Clear this? So that we are going to be discussing in the next class. Okay, next class it is on Monday. Today is Friday, no? So I'm giving the work to you all this people. Practice all the Linux commands what we have practiced this week. Practice this tomorrow and day after tomorrow. And Monday, if you're having any queries, ask me. And then we'll be proceeding that how we are going to be working with the other Linux commands. So we are having the pseudo permissions, group information, all these things are clear. That's all for the day, guys. And bye for now. And we'll be meeting in the tomorrow.